This is a review of the video game Undefeated. This game was developed by Undefeated Games and was published by Vanton Game Academy. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Undefeated isn't the most detailed game and it isn't the longest. However, the gameplay is spectacular and the fun factor is very strong. I really like a good story in video games, but in Undefeated, there isn't much story information. You play as an unnamed superhero with flight, super strength, indestructible skin, super speed, and a ranged attack. This hero has to protect his city, located on an island. Threatening the city are 3 supervillains as well as groups of terrorists. In addition to fighting bad guys, you can also rescue citizens who are trapped under debris and put out fires. There are also challenges for flight and destruction that you can complete. The gameplay of using the superpowers is really fun and well designed. You can fly, run, do superhero landings, and just have fun around the city. The city itself and the NPCs aren't very detailed compared to AAA games, and don't get me wrong, there is some attention to detail paid to the city. You can tell there was effort put into it to make it, a nice location for this game to be set, but, it's not the most detailed out there. But it doesn't really hurt the experience. The combat against the supervillains is really fun. You fly after them, you use your range attacks, you punch them in really cool and flashy battles. What the game lacks in a detailed environment, it makes up for with really solid fighting animations. The villain attack animations and the hazards they inflict on the city look solid. Again, it's not a AAA game, but it's not supposed to be. The first boss fight is pretty easy, but the second and third are no joke. Each boss is basically the same mechanically speaking, just with the difficulty changed and, they're reskinned. Like, the first one has, these green energy blasts, the next one has fire, and the last one has, purple energy. It's so much fun battling high above the city streets. Since your character is indestructible, the health bar is actually the city's health bar. The villains are trying to wreck the city, and you have to stop that or you lose. You can reverse damage to the city by getting rid of the hazards that the villain attacks leave behind. Now, when you're doing the second and third boss fights, you've got to keep an eye on the city health. I found that I kept trying to press the villain, keep attacking to stagger him, but the problem is I was neglecting the city's health bar. So what you got to do, you got to keep an eye on it and break away so that you can go and repair the damage to the city, and then you can get back to fighting the villain. Also, keep an eye out for the really big attack that knocks out 20% of the city health. That attack, it can really hurt the city, but it's a really good opportunity to... there's an easy way to counter it, and you can get a free stagger off it, basically. The game offers a solid gameplay loop. I'm usually big on story, but with a game this fun, you can just fill in the gaps with your imagination and think of it as a standard superhero plot. The only problem I had with this game was that some of the females in the game are dressed a little less than modest. It's not a big problem. You spend most of your time miles above the other characters. But I don't like scantily clad characters in games or movies and TV and books for that matter. Compared to some games, it's not too bad, but it's still an issue I had. Also, I did encounter a glitch where the final boss got stuck and couldn't fight back. I managed to superhero punch him out of the glitch, which was a dumb idea because he proceeded to wipe out the city and I had to try again. This boss took me a lot of tries. By the way, here's just some boss fight advice for any video game. If you're really stuck on a boss fight, just take a break. Go play another game, spend time with family, watch a TV show, go to sleep. Do something and then come back to it and it'll help. I was really struggling with this third boss, but I came back the next day, was able to beat it first try. Before I wrap up the review, I'd also like to shout out that this game does have English support and full controller support, which is definitely a plus for me. In my reviews, I'm going to start looking at 4 categories: story, gameplay, technical aspects, and how much fun it is. This has been my review of the game Undefeated. If you've played it, let me know down in the comments section what you thought of it. By the way, if you have a PC and a Steam account, this game is free. Thank you for checking out the video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you feel like it, and have a great day.